In these videos, we're going to be looking at exponential function, and we're going to be looking at first finding the coefficient. Then in the next video, we will be looking at finding value of y, and then next one finding the value of x, and then the last one we will be looking at the graph of this exponential function. Don't forget, doesn't matter what kind of function you are looking at, function exists in coordinate geometry. So it is always about x and y values. Doesn't matter what letters we put in place of x or y, what meaning we give to these letters. And then the other aspect of every function is those numbers that are there. And those numbers are coefficient. So that's the way we have to look at all the question that has to do with function. So let's look at this particular one. So air pressure is the pressure caused by the weight of air pressing down on earth. Okay, good to learn new things every day. Air pressure decreases as the height above sea level increases. So basically, that means what? The higher we go from the earth, the sea level, the pressure is getting less. Okay. So therefore, air pressure P can be estimated using the formula. And then we have a formula given, and that formula is exponential function. How do I know, how do I identify that something is exponential function? Because we're going to have a base, meaning a number, like in this case, E is a number, and that number is going to be taken to a power, and that is the power it is taken to. Now, what do we have here? That A, that's the coefficient, that's the number. And like we said, it's about x and y values. So in this case, what is my y? The P of h, or P actually, this is my y. And in this case, that y means air pressure in this question. And then x is the h key, is the letter h, because we are told that k is a number and they are giving us a number. A is a constant, meaning a number, and h is the height in meters above the sea level. So that's the value of x. So y is the air pressure and x is the height above the sea level. So using this formula, we're going to be answering all those questions. And like I said, it will be series of very short videos when I'm taking you through all those aspects. But again, I want you to stand back and identify and understand that first we're going to be looking for coefficient, then we're going to be looking for y, then we're going to be looking for x, and then we're going to be looking at the graph of this function. So let's see, the air pressure at the sea level, h equals 0, is 101.3 units. Show that A is equal 1.13 units. So when I'm looking at a function, again, doesn't matter what function, what letters we have. We have x and we have y, isn't it? Those are the two letters in every function. And in this case, we are joined by the third letter because we are told to find it. So a coefficient, meaning a number, that letter represents a specific number. We know what that number is going to be because they are telling us, but they are saying, well, find it. Okay, so if they want me to find one of the elements, that means that they must have given me the other two, which they did. X is 0, they gave me x, and here they are giving me y because air pressure is this. So that means that's my value of y. So they gave me the x, they gave me the y, so I have only one unknown, the coefficient. So we are filling those values in. In place of y, we put our number 101.3 equal, then a is the value I'm looking for, multiply by e to the power, and k, I actually do have a number, so that is ln 0.88 divided by 1,000, and then that k is multiplied by h, and h is 0. Now, if I multiply by 0, I'm going to get 0, and any number taken to the power of 0 equal 1. But even if we forgot all that knowledge, all of these are numbers, isn't it? So we can put that in the calculator, press equal, and what do we get? 1. And 1 multiplied by a will be a. Therefore, 101.3 is equal a. So that's how we find coefficient. Very often, in your exam question, that's what will happen. If they are looking for a coefficient, they must have given you value of x and value of y. Now, they're not going to call it x and y. That's the reason it is good to identify what x and y represent in the context of the particular question. And here, additional to identify those letters, the y is p, the x is h, because that's how they're going to give you that information.